Ladies and gentlemen, we're in business with Dudley Grosvenor.
Hello, everybody, everywhere. My name is Dudley Grosvenor. Well, having met up with Mr. Worth again, a new period in my life began when we moved into Miss Boot's place just behind Paddington Station. Miss Boot was a strange woman, not so much enigmatic as frankly puzzling. But she left the imprint of her personality on that house of hers. In the years to come, I shall never pass it without thinking of her. And I shall certainly never think of her without passing it. After a few hours there, we tried to change rooms. I remember the morning very well. Mr. Worth and me were still in bed. What did you say, Mr. Worth?
I didn't say anything. I've been lying awake all night, gritting my teeth.
Well, if they make that noise, you'd be better off without them.
That cistern has gone off 14 times. I've kept count. It's driving me round the bend. Listen, it knows it's got me. There's a mocking note in it now.
Look, it's only the water system. When anyone turns on the tap in the bathroom, we get a recital. Once you acclimatise yourself to it, it's not unlike Handl's water music.
We've got to change our room. In the 4 days we've been living here, I haven't had a wink of sleep. It's like living in a cement mixer. I've become a wreck. I'm a wreck, just a wreck.
Frankly, I hadn't noticed the difference. But now you mention it, that cistern is getting too much of a good thing. And this room, it's not exactly home and garden, is it? Well, not a recent issue. Yeah, Mr. Worth, I think we're due for a change.
Well, I'm glad you agree. Look, we'll ask Miss Boot for another room. Come on now, let's get ready and go down for breakfast.
Breakfast? Hold on, I'll take an appetite pill. You fancy one?
No, I don't. I'll stick to the good old-fashioned bicarbonate of soda.
Now, what shall I wear? Yes, I think the Japanese dressing gown.
Ah, my dressing gown.
The sheepskin slippers?
My sheepskin slippers.
And this elegant silk scarf?
My silk scarf.
There. How do I look?
You look like me. Now, what am I going to wear?
Oh, I'd slip your overcoat over your pyjamas. Nobody bothers much here. Come on. Ah, there's a welcoming smell of herrings and fried liver coming up from the kitchen. Hurry up or we'll miss it.
No, I don't think I'll bother. Oh, no, not again. There it goes again.
You've changed your mind, then?
Yes. Here comes Miss Boot. I'll hide behind you.
What are you so modest about? You're wearing an overcoat?
Yes, but it's one of those new short overcoats.
Ah, good morning, Miss Boot. What a welcome sight you are. A veritable ode to the dawn.
Go on, you saucy monkey. I'm old enough to be your mummy.
Never. You're as young as either of us.
Yes, of course. Put together.
You be quiet, little tinker. I saw you peeping out from behind the gentleman's kimono. Oh, I like your Harris Tweed baby doll. I thought you was a little boy till I saw those wrinkles on your face, you know.
I haven't slept a wink for 4 nights, Miss Boot. Can we have another room?
Another room?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you two boys were going to be ever so happy in the Mikado.
Mikado? What makes you call our room the Mikado?
Well, haven't you noticed the Japanese motif?
Motif? You mean that sunshade over the fireplace marked souvenir of Yarmouth? I thought that was there to hide the damp patch.
Hark to the Philistine. It happens to be a souvenir of a brief encounter of my youth.
Is that why you call the room the Mikado room?
No, I've named all my rooms after Gilbert and Sullivan's operas.
What a novel idea. It's a wonder one of the big West End hotels hasn't taken it up.
You bet they will do when they've cottoned onto it.
Yeah. Now, which opera, I mean which room, have you vacant?
Oh, Oh, they're all occupied, dear. Old Mr. Hassett, he was a Thames bargee, you know, till he retired, so I've put him in the gondoliers. He loves living here with me.
You probably remind him of his horse.
Yes. And of course there can be no greater compliment from a Thames bargee.
Then there's the Major. He's not very regular with his rent, but he does add tone to the place. He's in Yeoman of the Guard, being a military man, you know.
What are your quarters called?
Well, I've given my room a name which I think illustrates my personality. Can you guess what it is?
Well, judging by the rents you charge, Miss Boot, the Pirates of Penzance.
Oh, no! Oh, Mr. Grosvenor. No, Mr. Grosvenor. Bearing in mind the time now I've been waiting for Mr. Wright to come along, I've called it patience.
Well, look, Mum. Do what you can. Well, we'd better be getting into breakfast.
Oh, by the way, I've had to make an additional charge for the use of the dining room. It's 6p per meal.
Yeah, why is that? Have you made the food eatable?
Sauce. No, the reason for the 6p supplement in the dining room is because of its health-giving atmosphere.
Health-giving? How do you mean?
Well, the air that's wafted through from the kitchen contains so much nutrition. You know, that air is just packed with calories. I mean, 6p extra. What's 6p extra when you consider the good health you're enjoying?
I think in future I'll eat in our room.
Well, I'm afraid that's prohibited.
Oh.
Except, of course, to poor old Mr. Hassett.
He's across the landing in Ruddygore, isn't he?
Mr. Grosvenor, language. I've already told you, Mr. Hassett's in the gondoliers. He almost never comes out now. He's what we call a recluse. Well, being a bargee, he became very much attached to his horse, and then she left him for another.
Another horse?
No, another bargee. Since then, he's just lived with his memories.
Yeah, but how does he exist?
Oh, well, we slide the odd slice of bread and marmalade under the door, you know. It's an arrangement that seems acceptable to him, and it does save the washing up. Now, hurry up, you boys, or she'll be late for breakfast.
Oh, right.
And don't forget, sniff up.
Yes, yes.
You don't want to waste your sixpences.
I don't know.
I'll be in to pour out.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Oh.
Bobbling about, all right. Good morning, Major.
Good morning. Good
Morning.
morning.
First time you two have been down to breakfast.
Yes, but with breakfast from 7 to 7:10, it leaves a very small margin of error. Break a shoelace, you go hungry till lunchtime.
Yeah.
Here's your breakfast, Mr. Grosvenor. And yours, Mr. Worth.
Thank you, Mr.
Major, here's your breakfast.
It looks delicious. What is it?
Kedgeree, porridge, curry and burgers. Well, I'm a plain man and I like plain food.
Plain, yes, but these herrings are downright ugly. Wherever do you get the recipes for the inspired monotony of your cuisine, Miss Boot?
It's all in the stars, Mr. Grosvenor. I'm a great believer in astronomy. I just adjust my menu to what the stars foretell.
If I'd known it was going to foretell these herrings, I'd have stayed in bed.
I assure you, Mr. Grosvenor, the horoscopes reveal all.
Well, I wish they'd reveal what was in that shepherd's pie last night.
I don't quite follow, Miss Boot. How do you use astronomy to plan a menu?
Oh, it's quite simple, Major. I just consult the stars.
I see.
Then, if we're under Pisces, we have fish. If we're under Taurus the bull, we have rissoles. And if it's Gemini, that's the heavenly twins, it's a pair of kippers.
Well, I'm leaving before we get to Scorpio.
More tea, Major?
Yes.
And you two, don't get putting any more hot water into the pot. The Major may want to shave. Oh, and by the way, please don't go into your room between 7:30 and 7:35. I'm cleaning up. It's one of my rules, you know.
There's a dashed fine woman, that. Stickler for rules. Do you know, at first she objected me to having Mabel in my room?
Mabel? You interest me. Who's Mabel?
She's my stuffed gorilla. Yes, I wouldn't go anywhere without Mabel.
Yes, I suppose we all have our Mabel.
Mr. Grosvenor, pass the marmalade, would you?
Certainly, Mabel.
Eh?
Now, Major, now that we're alone, there's
Yes?
something I would like to speak to you about. Our room.
What's wrong with it?
Have you seen it?
No?
There's nothing wrong with it. In fact, I go so far as to say I can't remember when I last slept in a more comfortable room.
Well, I can't remember when I last slept.
You'd love it. No, there's an alcove in our room that was just made for a stuffed gorilla. The architect, no doubt, had that in mind when he designed it. I mean, it only goes to show that life is truly full of quirks. Here you are with a stuffed gorilla and nowhere to put it. And here is us with the absolutely perfect alcove and no gorilla.
What are you driving at?
Will you change rooms with us?
Certainly not.
Oh.
Both Mabel and I are perfectly happy where we are. I'll thank you to keep out of my affairs. Good morning.
Snook it.
Well, I'm afraid so.
Mr. Grosvenor, why don't we just move into another boarding house?
No, that's the coward's way out.
Well, you know me. I'm a coward.
Now, don't despair. If we give this a little thought, I'm sure we can come up with something.
Oh, has the Major gone?
Yes, I'm afraid.
I was hoping to get a last glimpse of him at his breakfast.
You're rather sweet on him, aren't you? Eh?
Now, I'm not answering that.
There you are.
He's a very striking-looking gentleman, though, isn't he?
Oh, just a bit fat, perhaps.
I like a well-fleshed man myself. Well, did he agree to exchange rooms with you?
No, it wouldn't.
Well, you could try Mr. Hassett. Though I don't for one moment think he'd change. He spends all his time locked in his room. I haven't seen him for weeks.
You haven't seen him for weeks? Is he all right? You don't think he's...
Maybe his room is available.
No, lovey, you can hear him moving about.
Oh, silly. Well, it's worth a try. Mr. Worth, it's time to use that bottle of whiskey we've been keeping. We'll bribe him with it.
Now, who could drink whiskey at 8 o'clock in the morning, Mr.
If
Grosvenor?
he lives on a diet of bread and marmalade, he needs it. Anyway, it'll do to soften him up. Get the bottle and we'll go down and rout him out. Mr. Hassett, wake up.
Yeah, wake up in there. Come along.
Wake up, open the door. We're friendly.
Mr. Grosvenor, it's no use. He's fast asleep. He'll never hear us.
Open up! Open up! Well, it looks like we'll just have to drink this huge bottle of scotch ourselves.
Hello. Did you want something?
How do you do? My apologies for disturbing your hibernation at this unearthly hour of the day. But Mr. Worth and myself, we're just celebrating the new year, and it occurred to us you might like to join us.
New Year? I'm a bit out of touch. I thought New Year was months ago.
So did I.
Yes, it was, but ours was. But you see, Mr. Worth is a native of Patagonia, and as you no doubt know, the Patagonians celebrate their New Year in the middle of February. A difference in time, you know.
Yeah. Happy Patagonian New Year. Do you mind if we come in?
No, of course not.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I was just going to bed.
Going to bed? Going to bed at 8 a.m.?
Yes, well, I've always been a night owl. That's what's helped me to keep young and alert. Oh, just go and get some glasses for the whiskey.
Well, you'll never find them. The room's pitch dark.
Yes, I know. Last October the 14th, I ran out of shillings for the meter, and I didn't like the trouble, Miss B.
You mean for the past 6 months you've been sitting in here in the dark?
Yes.
Well, look, put the blind up and let a bit of daylight in.
Daylight? Oh, what with sleeping all day, I haven't seen daylight for years.
Well, you haven't missed nothing. When you've seen it once, you've seen it.
Yeah, well, here goes the blind.
It's better, isn't it? Just look out the window.
Oh, that's lovely, isn't it, eh? A full moon.
You nit, that's the sun.
I'm a bit out of touch, aren't I? Yeah. Now, you just open up that bottle and I'll see if I can find some glasses.
I say, this room's in a shocking state, isn't it?
Oh, you're not kidding. You'd have to have this place redecorated before you could get it condemned. It is quiet, that's the main thing. At least we'll get some sleep here.
Yes, mind you, we'll have to tidy it up. Look at all that rubbish there. This room hasn't been cleaned for years.
Here here's some glasses.
Oh, good.
Here, what are you two gentlemen whispering about?
Well, Mr. Worth was just remarking to me what splendid decor you have here. Those beer bottles on the floor, and those unwashed, greasy dinner plates on the bed, the rusty tin cans on the washstand.
I'm very interested. Why do you keep all this rubbish?
Memories.
Yes, of course. Never mind. They achieve a charming and unsophisticated effect. One might even say just the right mixture of insouciance, shishi, and filth.
Well, it's nice of you to say so. I painted that wall over there myself.
Oh, it's charming, exquisite. My favourite colour, khaki.
Is it? Yeah. I don't know. I did it in the dark.
Yes, perhaps it would be best viewed under the same conditions.
Yes. Well, it isn't much, but it's home, eh? Here's your drinks, gentlemen.
Oh.
And a happy Patagonian New Year.
Yeah. What? Oh, yeah. Cheers.
Cheers, yes. Or, as they are so fond of saying in Patagonia, Savide de Beglio Upa Mukaji Duncan Kraftik. That is Patagonian for bottoms up. And a happy new year to you, Mr. Hazzard. Must be very lonely for you, coping here all on your own.
No. I make my own amusements. Sometimes I lean up against the wall for a couple of hours.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes when I'm in the mood for a bit of mad gaiety.
What do you do then?
I whistle. Yes, there's plenty to do. Sometimes I just sit and think.
Yeah, but what do you think about?
Whether I should lean up against the wall or not.
Yet haven't you ever thought of moving, leaving this room?
Oh, yes, many's the time I've sat here in the dark and thought about getting away from this room.
Well, why don't you?
I haven't been able to find the door.
Well, now, it's none of my business, but I think you ought to get out of here. Move somewhere fresh and exciting. Start a new life in strange and exotic surroundings.
Where do you suggest?
Across the land, in our room. In short, Mr. Worth and I could be persuaded to exchange accommodation with you.
No. I wouldn't dream of putting you to the trouble. I'm sure it would upset your plan.
No, not at all. You see, if we don't exchange rooms, we won't be able to sleep at night.
He means we won't be able to sleep for worrying about you.
Oh, that's very good of you. I hope you don't regret it. I'll move over first thing tomorrow morning.
Why wait till tomorrow morning? No, do it now. We'll help you. Come on, Mr. Worth, pick up those bottles. Now, Mr. Hassett, I'll give you a hand with the bed.
Adventure. Here I come.
Mr. Grosvenor, it's marvellous lying in here in this peace and quiet, away from that terrible system. I don't think I could have borne it another night.
Yeah, poor old Hassett. I think we got the best of this bargain. Good night, Mr. Worth.
Good night, Mr. Grosvenor. What's that? What is it?
Goodness sake, close that window. We're getting covered in smoke and cinders. Do you realise we're right next to the railway?
Yeah, where are you going?
Well, we can't possibly sleep here tonight. Mr. Hassett! Mr. Hassett!
What is it?
Please, mister, can we have our room back?
No!
Now, what sign of the zodiac are we under this morning?
Judging by the smell of this breakfast, it's Capricorn the goat.
Why not have some curry, all right?
We got enough troubles, thank you very much, Major, you know.
Oh, I expected to see you much more cheerful this morning. Changed your room, didn't you?
Yeah, and I wish we hadn't. We didn't sleep all night.
Troubled ride by the railway, eh?
Oh, shut up, Joe.
Well, insolent young puppy. If you'd been in my regiment, I'd have had you shot.
That would have been better than spending the night in the gondoliers.
Yes, I've heard it's a noisy room. The trains go right past the window.
Well, that I could tolerate. It's when they throw the mailbags in. And not a registered letter among them.
Morning, boys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sleep well?
Well,
Major, I
Yes?
just popped in to tell you that as it's Sunday, I've put the soap in your wash basin. I'm sure old Mr. Hassett will never miss it.
Oh, you're too kind, dear lady. I must pop up and try it.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll just nip up and get you Mr. Hassett's towel.
I'll race you up the stairs.
There they go. Oh, just look at them. Frisky as a couple of crabs. I like to see young people enjoying themselves. Aren't they a lovely pair?
Yes, like Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah. She poisoned him, didn't she? Miss Boot quite fancies the Major, though.
Yes.
And the Major is not insensitive to the charms of Miss Boot.
Yes, that's true, but...
No buts. We've got to get them married.
Why?
Well, when they're married, they'll only want one room, won't they?
Ah, you mean they'll live together?
Well, when you're married, it's quite usual.
Yes.
Then we can have the Major's room for ourselves. Oh, we've got to get them married.
Yes, we have. Now, how do we go about that?
Ah, well, the most obvious way is for the Major to propose.
That's it. Oh, yeah. How do we get him to do it?
By the simplest method in the world. We'll do it for him. We'll write her a letter and sign it in the Major's name and bung it under her door. Got any writing paper, Mr. Worth? Any old scrap will do.
How about this? It's a communication from the Borough Council.
Excellent, Mr. Worth, excellent.
Yes.
It gives added strength to his plea. He'll think that if she turns him down, her gas will be cut off.
Now, don't forget, Mr. Grosvenor, to write it in his style.
Ah, this point has not been overlooked.
Good.
Now then, how does this sound? I've got him in mind. Now, dear madam, for 15 years I have lived in your house and we have breakfasted at the respective ends of the dining room table. Last Tuesday at breakfast I experienced something strange and powerful between us.
Last Tuesday? Oh, yes, that was the day the Heavenly Twins were a bit off. Yes,
No, shut up. No, this is a letter. Now, we've breakfasted together for many years now.
That's nice.
And did you know that I once filched a poached egg which you had toyed with but discarded?
Beautiful.
To this day, I keep it pressed between the pages of the Indian Army list. I offer you all I have, my undying affection, my pension, and my gorilla. Marry me at once, or I will do the only thing a military man can do. Write my memoirs. Signed, the Major. There, now, how's that?
It's very touching, Mr. Grosvenor.
Right, then I'll slip it under her door tonight and let true love take its course. Good morning, Miss Boot. Why are you crying, dear?
Oh, I'm so happy.
Well, I'd stop, dear. The tears are leaving nasty, clean streaks all down your face. Excuse me intruding into your kitchen, but I wondered if you'd received a certain letter.
Yes, I have, Mr. Grosvenor. That's why I'm so happy. It contained a proposal of marriage. About midnight last night, a hand would thrust a letter under my door because I thought it was a burglar, so I struck out at it with a poker.
May I see the letter, dear lady?
Oh, certainly. Oh, your hand's bandaged.
I'll say this for you, you're a dab hand with a poker.
Oh, so it was you, Mr. Grosvenor, who acted as messenger of love.
Yeah, and the next time I play Cupid, I'm wearing boxing gloves.
Yes, you do look like Cupid, you know. I can even see the suggestion of wings poking out under your jacket.
Yeah, that's my tailor. He's got a flair for the dramatic shoulder pad. Be that as it may, though, I trust you'll say yes to the Major?
Well, I don't know.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. I've had the deepest regard for him for many years now. And I know I shouldn't let this chance slip away.
Of course you shouldn't.
I'm 25, you know.
I don't believe it.
Thank you. But I'm not sure, is the Major the right man for me? And am I the right woman for the Major?
Look, Miss Boot, when the goods are perishing, you don't put the price up. No. There is only one sure way to tell if you are for him and he is for you. You've great faith in fortune-telling, haven't you?
Oh, yes, implicit.
Then let us read the teacups. Now, here are the breakfast cups.
Yes.
Well, they'll do. Now, let me see. No, I've read this one. It's mine. Here's yours, the one with the dog end in the saucer. Here we are. Now then, among the dregs.
What does it say?
Now, I'm having a look. According to the position of these leaves, he is the man for you. Now, let's have a look at his cup.
Let's have a look.
Please, Miss Boot, I don't like anyone reading over my shoulder. These tea leaves tell me that the owner of this cup is the only man for you. According to the position of these leaves, he's loyal, upright, tender.
Tell me more.
Miss Boot, the man who drank from this cup is your life's companion.
Excuse me, barging in. I wonder if there's any more tea in the pot. Mr. Grosvenor, what are you doing with my teacup?
Your teacup? This isn't your teacup, it's the Major's.
Oh, no, it isn't. It's mine. The one with the bunny rabbits on it. I recognise it.
Mr. Worth, there would appear to be a slight hitch.
Really?
Never mind about that. You lovely boy, you lovely.
Madam?
Come to your life's companion.
Madam, release me. Put me down.
You've been listening to We're in Business with Peter Jones as Dudley Grosvenor and Harry Worth as his partner in crime. The part of Miss Jubilee Boot was played by Irene Handl, and other parts were played by Dick Emery. The script was written by Barry Took, Marty Feldman and Peter Jones. And the program was produced by Charles Maxwell.
That program was presented by the BBC.
Ladies and gentlemen, We're in Business with Dudley Grosvenor.
How do you do? Well, Mr. Worth and me settled down as best we could at Miss Boot's boarding house in Paddington. It was an arrangement very unfair to me because I had to share a room with him, whereas he, on the other hand, was privileged to share a room with me. Still, say what you like about Mr. Worth, and I always say that what I like about him is his private income. But just the same, I would rather have him as a roommate than some of the other crackpots and nonentities who also stayed there. The Major, for instance, he had a gorilla, a stuffed gorilla, of course, called Mabel. Now, no doubt it reminded him of some emotional experience of his youth. But it's not my intention to delve into the Major's emotional experiences, or anybody else's. I mean, if I started to do that, I should soon be in very deep water indeed, and hot water as well. But about Mabel, Mr. Worth and me were lying in bed one morning.
Oh, no. Mr. Grosvenor, wake up, I implore you. There's someone outside doing bird impressions. Bird impressions, and they're terrible.
That's Miss Boot's chicken. We must be having chicken soup again.
But yet, does it have to make that terrible noise?
Well, I suppose so. I mean, so would you if you was dipped into nearly boiling water every 2 or 3 days. Oh, well, time to greet the dawn, Mr. Worth.
Good morning, Mr. Worth.
Oh, good morning, Miss.
Here she comes, the Martha Hari of the Women's Institute.
Oh, you with your blue eyes. I've brought your breakfast up, Mr. Worth.
Oh, thank you.
There we are. 6 rashers of bacon,
Yes.
3 eggs, 4 sausages, pot of coffee, and a jug of cream.
Oh,
All right?
Wonderful.
I must say the catering has improved out of all recognition. No, on second thoughts, I do recognise one of the sausages. Still, it's a turn for the better. My mouth is awash in anticipation.
Well, that's good, Mr. Grosvenor, because your half-kipper is waiting for you downstairs.
What, he gets all this and you fob me off with half a kipper?
Oh, don't be gutsy, Mr. Grosvenor. You had the other half last Tuesday. And a terrible job I had getting it away from the cat.
Gross injustice from what I hear. I'm told he had it first. But tell me, I've been dying to find out why this discrimination between me and my roommate.
Oh, go on, Mr. Grosvenor. You can't expect me to treat a lodger the same way as I treat my soulmate.
On those terms, I'd rather have half a kipper.
Ah, yes, but Miss Booty is very fond of me, you know.
Of course I am, you lovely boy, you lovely. So I jolly should be if I'm to be the future Mrs. Worth.
If you're to be the future Mrs. Worth, I can just imagine the wedding breakfast, bacon and eggs for him and half a kipper for the guests.
Just a moment, the future Mrs. Worth. I had no idea. I thought we were just friends.
Oh, so we are, darling. Very warm friends. Come along, dear. Your nicey breakfast's getting cold.
Well, I'll be off to tackle my bachelor kipper. I'll see you downstairs. Good morning, Major. Major, look out.
Why don't you look where you're going?
Well, I'm sorry, Major.
It's all very well saying you're sorry, but look, you've bust my gorilla. Knocked it right out of my hands.
What's going on the landing?
This idiot Grosvenor has broken my gorilla.
Well, hold on. We're coming.
Well, I'm sorry, Major, but how was I to know you'd be coming out of the door brandishing a gorilla? Where were you going with it, anyway?
I was taking it to be dry cleaned. Now look at it.
Oh, I say, it's in smithereens.
Yeah. Well, don't worry, Major. A bit of sticky tape will soon have her back together again.
Oh, don't worry. My lifelong friend. My only friend. My tame, stuffed gorilla. Poor Mabel lying in pieces about me. It's as if my whole world had collapsed.
Fella.
Yes, poor.
Oh, he's gone out. Still, some good has come out of this. I can have his kipper for breakfast.
You know, I never dreamt he felt so deeply about Mabel.
Poor old Major. I'm afraid Mabel's had it. I know how he must feel. I, too, know what it means to lose something of which I was fond. I remember once losing a pigskin wallet that contained £50 in cash. I was heartbroken.
Really? I bet you were.
It wasn't the sentiment so much as the money of the thing.
I must try to
get
get
another
gorilla.
What did you
What
say?
was that?
What did you say, dear?
No, I thought you
carry
said-
No, it's all right.
on.
Never mind. No, it's all right.
Here we are. Harridge's department stores. I like Harridge's. They always do the fish up to look like nail on hooves. Excuse me, young fella.
Yes, madam. Can I be of service?
Yes. Where can I get a griller?
Eye-level griller, second floor kitchen department.
I said I want a gorilla.
Of course, madam, yes. I'll see if there are any left after the Christmas rush. I'll phone through to the manager. Excuse me a moment. Hello, sir. Quinfold Pets Bazaar here, sir. I have a lady here who wishes to purchase a gorilla. A gorilla, sir. What, sir? Oh, no, sir, she can't be. No. Pubs aren't open yet. Yes, sir. Yes, certainly, sir. Oh, the manager's coming now, madam. He'll attend to you personally. I don't like to pry, madam, but might I inquire what you require this gorilla for?
I'm a vegetarian, if that's what you're thinking.
Well, that's not what I...
I want it purely for decorative purposes.
Well, no doubt this will have occurred to you, but don't you think that you might have a certain amount of difficulty in persuading him to stand still?
The gorilla I'm looking for must be stuffed.
Then may I suggest, madam, out of purely humanitarian motives, that you have it killed first?
Well, of course. Of course. You don't think I'm mad, do you?
Oh, here comes the manager now.
Hi, Quinfold, I'll handle this. Why don't you take a holiday? A long holiday. Excuse me, madam, but Mr. Quinfold's a little overtired. Just told me you wanted to purchase a gorilla. Imagine that. Now, what did you actually require?
A gorilla. I said I wanted a stuffed gorilla.
Look after this lady, would you, Quinfold?
Here. Just a moment. I want some service.
Madam, just out of idle curiosity, what made you think we could supply you with a gorilla?
Well, you got a saying outside, saying Harridges can get anything.
But a gorilla?
Yes, there's one in your window, wearing a toupee and carrying a rifle.
But, madam, that's part of our Safari Week window display.
And there's one in the tropical kit department.
That's part of our display too, ma'am.
I don't care what they're part of. They're on display and I want one. I've got a good mind to take my custom elsewhere.
Now, madam, don't be hasty.
We can't possibly sell her one of our gorillas, can we, sir?
Quinfold, may I remind you that we of Harridges do not know the meaning of the word can't. In 50 years, we have never had a dissatisfied customer. We who are but Harridge's servants have built up here a smoothly oiled, efficient machine, a monument to all that is good and fine in the British way of life. We have survived 2 world wars, the general strike, and 2 takeover bids. And what's more, we must not fail in our duty now. And besides, those gorillas have got the moth in them.
Sir, I'm proud to serve under you, sir.
You have touched me deeply. Really have.
When you two have quite finished, what about my gorilla?
Which one did you want, madam?
Well, how much is that gorilla in the window?
The one with the waggly tail? I think we could let it go for, say, £50.
Quinfold! How many times do I have to tell you that this is Harridge's, not a supermarket? Never pounds, man. Always guineas. It's just one of those traditions which separates the professional man from the tradesman and at the same time ensures that his income is higher. The gorilla is 50 guineas, madam.
It's rather expensive.
Oh, it is a very exclusive gorilla.
I see.
A veritable king of the jungle. There is, of course, a pedigree. This is Livingston IV by King Kong out of Pongo Royal Marmoset. Between you and me, there is a rumor that this is, in fact, the Piltdown Man.
You don't say. Can I have it on the Never Never?
I'm sorry, madam, but that isn't possible. Gorilla prices are going up. It's a perfect specimen, though, stuffed with nylon foam and in tip-top condition, apart from a slightly bitten left ear. A picturesque relic, no doubt, of some jungle amour.
No, sir. Actually, it's moths. I would have done something about it, but I felt hanging a string of mothballs round its neck would somehow have disenchanted the mood.
Quite right. Well, madam?
Well, I don't know rightly what to say. Could you let me have the one in the tropical kit department a little cheaper? I think I prefer it anyway. It has the more soulful look.
Of course, madam, I understand. One's taste in gorillas is as personal as one's toothbrush.
Well, it is.
Shall we say 20 guineas for that one?
Yes, I'll take it.
Certainly, madam. And of course, if you're not happy with the colour, you can always bring it back and change it. Now, where shall I have it delivered?
Oh, no, don't bother. I'll take it with me.
Four, 7, 9. Oh, excuse me, are you Miss Cartwright?
Yes.
Good, I saw your advert in a theatrical paper. You are Cynthia Congo Cartwright, gorilla impersonator and ukulele solos. Own skin, go anywhere.
Yes.
Good, I'd like to offer you an engagement.
Lovely. What theatre?
Well, it isn't a theatre exactly.
Well, what is the nature of the engagement?
I'd like you to appear in a major's bedroom in Paddington. I don't know, this theatrical's very temperamental.
A stuffed gorilla. If only I can get one for the Major to replace Mabel, he'd be so grateful to me, he'll take Miss Boot off my hands. Ah, they'll be so happy together, the three of them. Now, where can I get one? I think I'll try here. Abercrombie's, at the sign of the stuffed falcon. Taxidermist to the nobility and the gentry. Success at last. It's a bit stuffy in here, isn't it?
Good day, sir. What can I do for you?
Yeah, well, I'm looking for a stuffed animal.
Yes, sir. How about a nice giraffe?
No, thank you. Thank you very much.
Then how about a nice brace of zebras? Very contemporary.
I don't think so, no. I simply want a stuffed gorilla.
A gorilla? Is there no poetry in your soul?
Oh, yes, there is. I'm very fond of poetry. The Assyrians came down like a wolf on the foe.
Ah, there you've caught me. I haven't got a wolf in the place. I could do you a nice Assyrian, though.
Good, now this gorilla.
Yes, of course. What position do you want him in?
Now, I want him on a plinth in the Major's bed.
No, sir, what I mean is, what pose do you have in mind?
Well, I hadn't thought, just as long as it's typical of a gorilla.
How mundane. I have a reputation as an artist. Now, I can supply your gorilla in any pose you want. It can express the sort of personality you like and admire. Now, if you want the self-confident type, you can have your animal with his hands clasped above his head in a gesture of triumph. Or thoughtful-like, resting his fist on his chin. I even did one once with the hands in his trousers pockets. Oh, that was tricky, that was.
I can imagine.
Yes.
Look, I just want a gorilla in any pose you have in stock.
All right, sir. Here you are. Isn't he a beauty?
All right, I'll take
£14
it.
10.
14? Well, here's £15.
Here's your change.
Yes.
2 armadillos and a ferret. Now, just catch hold of him round the waist and you'll be as right as a rain.
Well, it doesn't matter. Keep the change.
Go.
This is an honour, Mr. Grosvenor. The South Kensington Palace of Fine Arts has never been favoured with an official visit from a museum inspector. In fact, I didn't know there was such a thing as a museum inspector.
A recent innovation, Mr. Pringle, soon destined to become yet another burden on the taxpayer.
Oh, well, jolly nice to have you. Let me show you round. This is our Egyptology department. Actually, we're rather proud of it. These moments over here are over 3,000 years old.
Your complaint has been noted. Fresh ones will be dispatched to you immediately.
Oh, no. You don't understand, Mr. Grosvenor. They are meant to be old. This one is Tutankhamun of Upper Nile, and this one is Ramesses of Lower Memphis.
What's the one in the middle?
That's McWhirter of the maintenance. He's cleaning them.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I see. I see that the minister was not exaggerating. This is indeed the very place for it.
For what, Mr. Grosvenor?
Of course, we'd have to raise the roof a trifle, but how worthwhile it would be. No doubt you've a spot in mind for it.
For what?
The needle, of course. Cleopatra's Needle.
But that's on the embankment.
Ah, yeah, now. Purely temporary arrangement, you understand. We had to leave it somewhere while we looked for the ideal setting.
We are getting Cleopatra's Needle?
Well, we can't leave it out in the open too long, you know. It'll perish. You'll arrange for collection, of course. Our van's busy transporting Nelson's column to Lowestoft.
Whatever you say, Mr. Grosvenor, this is wonderful.
Let me see now. Yes, I think the picture gallery could do with a bit of jazzing up. Yes.
Yes, what? Yes, what, Mr. Grosvenor?
Yes, I think I know the very thing. Yeah. It should be quite feasible now that Frank has been stabilised. That is, if you've no objection to the picture.
What picture?
I know it's not everybody's taste, and I can quite understand that some people might find her too enigmatic.
The Mona Lisa. We are getting the Mona Lisa.
Oh, you ever heard of it?
But that's the property of the French government.
Quite so. It's all bound up with reparations for Trafalgar. Very involved stuff. We never collected it, you understand, because we could never find the right setting.
But the Mona Lisa won't one of the bigger galleries, won't it?
Indeed they might. And what better claim do they have than the South Kensington Palace of Fine Arts?
Oh, you really think so?
I should have thought it was obvious. Quite apart from other considerations, it would help to take the curse off McWhirter. Now, I must confess that the arts are not really my pigeon, the arts aren't. I mean, I'm interested mainly in the field of natural history, a subject in which I graduated with honours.
Really? Oxford or Cambridge?
Both.
Now, how could you graduate from Oxford and Cambridge?
By the bicycle.
Well, I think we have a few things that might interest you. There's a plastic dinosaur. Oh, we put it together ourselves, you know. Collection of birds, a stuffed gorilla.
Ah, stuffed gorilla. Now, I'm fascinated. Where is it?
You're looking at it.
Mr. Pringle, don't start getting rumbustious with me. This shoddy imitation does have some vague resemblance, but it wouldn't fool an expert for one moment. I mean, where are its webbed feet?
On a gorilla?
Well, a gorilla is essentially an aquatic animal, and webbed feet are inherent in its evolutionary development. And for that matter, what's happened to its wings?
But gorillas live in trees.
And how do they get up the trees without flying?
They climb up.
With webbed feet?
Mr. Grosvenor, I'm confused. That's the gorilla I was issued with. It looks like a gorilla. It is a gorilla!
Are you presuming to argue and, moreover, raise your voice with a graduate of Oxford and Cambridge? Have you ever seen a gorilla in its natural surroundings, let alone habitat?
No.
I thought as much. You have been cruelly duped. It's the old Van Meegeren story all over again. That is a forged gorilla.
No, Mr. Grosvenor, no.
Perhaps I'm being charitable in describing you as the victim. For all I know, this is a vast clearinghouse for gorilla forgeries.
Relent, Mr. Grosvenor, please relent.
No, the matter requires investigation. Believe me, you have just kissed goodbye to the needle, the Mona Lisa, and the £15,000 extension to the ladies' cloakroom.
Oh, but there must be some explanation.
I don't see how. Oh, yeah, you're right. You are right. I mean, the missing features can be accounted for. This animal, I've just noticed, it has gorilla fever.
What's gorilla fever?
Oh, very virulent disease, Mr. Pringle. Creates havoc wherever it strikes. They had a bad epidemic in Finchley a couple of years back. You won't find a gorilla in the district now.
Good heavens.
I should have recognised the symptoms. The webbed feet shrivelling up, the wings dropping off. I'll have to take it away and boil it in carbolic.
Oh, yes, do that.
Of course, it's very contagious. You may have to come too.
What? And be boiled in carbolic?
Well, we'll chance it this time. But not a word to anyone. We don't want to start a gorilla fever panic. Yeah. Help me get this brute out of its case.
Oh, yes, yes. Thank you, Mr. Grosvenor. I'm eternally grateful. Oh, dear. Gorilla fever. I shall have to spray McWhirter.
Taxi! Oh, dear, it's no use. I can't hail a taxi while I'm holding this gorilla. I'll have to stand him up on his own. Taxi, here, taxi! Yes, you.
Sorry, sir, I didn't see you in a fog. Where to?
Yeah, well, I want to go to...
just a moment, sir. The other gentleman was first.
The other which gentleman?
The one in the raccoon coat standing next to you.
You mustn't be silly. He's a gorilla.
No, sir, there's no need to be abusive. He had his arm up before you.
That's the pose he's in. It was me that called you. Now, please don't argue. There's a crowd collecting.
Now, look here, the other gentleman was first, wasn't you, sir?
He can't speak.
Oh, he's a foreigner.
Well, yes. I suppose he is a foreigner.
So this is how you treat a visitor to our shores.
You don't understand. He's an orang-utang.
It don't matter what nationality he is. He's entitled to respect.
Yes, madam.
We've given the orangutans their independence, haven't
we?
They was our allies during the war. Oh, dear.
Yes, you come with me, mate. I'll take you to the orangutan embassy.
No, it's all right. Just tell me where the bus depot is. I got to get to Paddington.
Straight across the road. If you run, you'll just catch the last bus.
Yes, well, thank you very much. I say, conductor, wait for me.
It's all right, mate. We're not going for another 5 minutes.
Oh.
Here, you can't carry your friend onto this bus.
Oh, no.
Oh, if he's had too much, you'll have to get a cab.
He's not a drunk, he's a gorilla. Here, look.
Oh, blimey. I'm sorry, sir, the bus is full up.
Now, don't be ridiculous. It's completely empty.
I'm expecting a rush any minute. The seats are all booked. Sorry.
Now, don't be frightened. It won't hurt you. Look, it's dead.
Well, I'm not having it lying in state on my front seat. Now, take it away, a nasty thing. Go on, go away.
Now, calm down. He's quite an amiable gorilla. Look, he's smiling at you. See? I'm wiggling his ears.
Ooh, no, don't bother. Just take it away from me, that's all.
Certainly not. I know my rights. I'm a taxpayer.
Maybe, but he isn't.
Surely there's nothing in the rules says I can't bring a gorilla onto a bus.
Perhaps not, but there's nothing in the rules says you can. Now then, I'm prepared to meet you halfway. If you was to admit he was a dog...
A dog? Shame on you. Expecting him to throw away his birthright just to get onto a bus.
I'm sorry, sir. That's the only condition on which I can let him on.
Oh, all right then, all right. Let's agree. He's a dog. I just can't imagine him curled up on my lap in the evening.
All right, you can bring him on, but it's full fare.
Thank you.
Right.
Come on, Fido.
I say, Cooey, conductor, is this the bus for Paddington?
Yes. Oh, blimey, you got a gorilla too?
What do you mean?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters anymore. Go on, go inside. The rest of your party's in there.
Oh, hello, Mr. Worth.
Hello, Miss Boot.
Oh, what a coincidence. You've got a gorilla too.
Yes.
Oh, yours is a smasher. He's much better than mine.
Yeah, well, I must admit he is bigger, isn't he?
Well, mine was reduced.
This means the Major will have two gorillas.
Well, two gorillas can live as cheaply as one.
Yes, of course they can.
Excuse me, conductor, am I right for Paddington?
Blimey, what's this? A gorilla's annual outing? I suppose you better take it inside.
Hello, you two.
Hello, Mr. Grosvenor.
Snap! The Major's going to be surprised, isn't he?
Can I have your fares, please?
3 to Paddington, please.
Thank you.
What about your mates? Hear no evil, see no evil, and speak no evil.
They'll sit on our laps.
Looks like you're going to have the bus to yourselves. Hold tight.
I say, wait for me.
Sorry, lady, the bus is full up with gorillas.
There. Don't they look lovely?
They do,
All
yeah.
round the Major's room. I must say, Mr. Grosvenor, you have a flair for gorilla arrangement.
Well done,
No
well done.
mistake.
It was just one of those things I picked up on my travels. You don't learn that sort of thing at the Polytechnic.
No, dear.
I must say I do like the effect of my gorilla peeping nonchalantly out of the wardrobe with the regimental tie draped over its arm.
Yes, it looks nice.
Mine adds a cosy touch, crouched behind the pampas grass in the grate, holding a copy of Darwin's Origin of the Species.
I must say I rather go for my one. It gives the room a certain bizarre mood, you know, swinging as it does upside down from the lamp.
Major should be delighted. Shh. I hear him coming up the stairs. Quiet.
Great merciful heavens! The room is bursting with gorillas.
There, Major. Now, knowing how much Mabel meant to you, we each went out, all unbeknownst to each other, and replaced her.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Think nothing of it, Major.
But you don't realise...
Major, aren't you pleased?
Oh, well, yeah, only it's... look, this is rather awkward. But you see, when Mabel passed away this morning, I realised that perhaps it was for the best. But I also realised that there comes a time in a man's life when he needs something more than a stuffed gorilla. My friends, I'd like you to meet Maud.
Blimey, he's brought a live one.
You've been listening to We're in Business with Peter Jones as Dudley Grosvenor and Harry Worth as his partner in crime. The part of Miss Jubilee Boot was played by Irene Handl, and other parts were played by Dick Emery, Hugh Paddock, and Paddy Edwards. The script was written by Barry Took, Marty Feldman, and Peter Jones. And the program was produced by Charles Maxwell.
That program was presented by the BBC.